It's Aloha Friday. No work till Monday. Diddly-doo. It's Aloha Friday. No work till Monday. Diddly-doo. Thank you. Aloha mai kako, aloha kakahiaka kako. I'm Kimo Kahoano.
And this is Ikai Kahoano.
And it's Leilani.
And
Kalamai. Leilani Kupahu Marino.
And Min is behind the camera because you can find the camera work to this radio show on.
You can actually I post a link on our Facebook page every week now. So
okay,
let's just go to our Facebook.
There we go.
Facebook.com/Aloha Friday Morning Show, and you'll see a link every week to the video.
Oh, is that smooth? Smooth.
That's
Thank you, Min. Okay, so here we are. It's beautiful Aloha Friday.
Sure is.
Hey, it's raining out there. What's up?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Guess what today is?
Today is Friday
Aloha.
the 13th.
Yes. Howard talked about that this morning on Hawaii News
Oh,
Now.
he did, didn't he?
Yes.
But let me tell you something.
She's
People always...
plugging another show. How's that? Howard Dyke's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. So anyway.
Dashevsky?
Yeah. So, huh?
No.
So they were talking about Steve Uehara being his birthday today.
Oh, what's
his birthday is today, the 13th.
Well, see, people associate Friday the 13th as, you know, the movie and the bad.
Yeah, all that.
However, if you look outside, guess what it's doing today in Hawaii? It's raining, and raining pretty well,
cleansing,
which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna grow.
Because we've been so dry.
Yeah.
It's been terrible.
It's been awful, and that's good luck.
We wanted to finish by noon because we have the Links to Literacy Golf Tournament. We'll talk about that a little later.
Yeah.
And that's great one for libraries.
Yeah.
For kids. Right?
Yes.
Great.
The library is celebrating its 100th year anniversary in Hawaii.
Centennial.
Yeah. Did you see what's happening with the kids after school? They're doing getting the cell and taking pictures of the guys doing the MMA.
Oh, where?
After school.
Yeah. Creating their own in Kalihi.
Yeah, creating their own, not only Kalihi, Ewa Beach,
yes,
and I'm sure other places.
Little
okay,
pockets.
so they all want to. Yeah, you don't want to. Okay, so they do this whole thing, and the women are in it too. The kids,
there's the women MMA fighters now.
Girls are. No. The girls in high school.
Fighters.
Yeah, I mean, girls and guys both fight now.
Anyway, it's wrong. Okay, it's wrong.
is.
In the first place, you got to be really tough to be in MMA. Okay, just ask BJ Penn. Okay, it's tough stuff. Okay, number two is that when you do it at home, right, you can get killed. Okay, and not even know it. I mean, you're just thinking that you're going through the process. People used to do this with not necessarily boxing, wrestling.
Oh, right.
Remember the wrestling? They go and imitate the guys who were in the big wrestling matches.
The WWF guys or whatever, or WWE now,
So
I guess.
that's that. Gee, I don't know why we started with that little thing.
No, but it's just people see things on TV and they want to emulate it at home.
Right.
You know, like jumping off of roofs, and they see them in movies, and I can do that, and then
even though they have
getting hurt.
Disclaimers, kids don't listen to the disclaimers. It's like, get out there and do it.
Do not do this at home.
Yeah.
And they still do it.
Well, they're doing it. They're organizing, and go to school, learn something. Okay. Okay, right. Learn not to get punched in the head.
You know, it's kind of like one of those things I was reading in this book once.
Yeah.
Might have been in psychology in college or something like that. But if you use words of affirmation versus words of like negation, say like do not do this.
Okay.
They end up in the people in their mind want to do it.
Right.
So if you tell them exactly what to do instead of what not to do.
Do not send us any money. Do not send us millions.
Well, no, not
That was good.
Do not send us here, Aloha Friday.
We really don't.
Don't send us. No.
We're having psychology
No, don't
101
send us to
right now.
Vegas. No, don't be sending us to Europe.
Speaking of Vegas,
Do not send us around the world.
Wayne Newton's home.
That was good.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Remember, there was an article this
Yeah, Wayne Newton's $70 million
Correct.
estate. And,
Oh, what about it?
not
he's
for sale.
Yeah. He downsized.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's going to 35 million now or something.
Yeah, well, no. It's 70 million, right?
But he's going to downsize to something a little bit more.
He did already. They moved out. They downsized.
Good.
So he wants to give it to somebody who has money. And
and
catch this: a couple of the royal family of Saudi Arabia.
Oh, right.
You know, rich guys.
Yeah, the guys with all the.
They have
money.
looked into it, so they might be vacationing there. They have several homes in Vegas.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't remember who the most wealthy man in the world is, but he's
but they have homes right there in Vegas.
some person with
I
oil
saw
money.
one. I saw one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know how there's a home here and there's a home there and a home there. Take those 3 homes and add at least 2 more, and you have the estate of one of the Saudi princes in Vegas.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's got tons of that oil money, man. I mean,
man.
I think the richest man in the world is it from Saudi Arabia? I got to look that up, but he's from the Middle East somewhere.
Yeah. So,
it's not Bill Gates.
Here's a big question, because everybody now knows that what happened in the spill of molasses.
Molasses Monday?
Oh,
was it Molasses Monday?
Well, it was on Monday, so I just
Monday.
coined the phrase.
Molasses
right here, right now. Molasses Monday. Yeah.
Molasses Monday.
And by Thursday, all the fish were dead.
Yeah. and so Mr.
Lagoon.
Biochemistry guy.
You don't need biochemistry. The molasses is
that's
so
the
thick
common
and
sense.
viscous that it choked out the gills and the fish couldn't get any oxygen.
Yeah. And
Is that what happened?
That's exactly what happened.
But how does it get into it? Because the molasses sinks to the bottom.
Well, let's see. 233,000 gallons of it is going to be floating somehow.
And the sad thing is,
233,000 gallons.
Yes. Yep.
233,000 gallons.
So it's not all going to sink.
Yeah.
And there's actually
Right.
still remnants of it in the Kehi Lagoon if you actually look from like a helicopter point of view.
You can see?
Yeah, you can see it.
but think
It's still
about
there.
we were concerned
Nobody's
about
going to
coral.
suck it up?
Oh, they're still working on how to figure it out. Like,
You know,
what
like,
to do.
maybe that's it.
But we're here.
Just joking,
Remember,
boys.
we were concerned about coral, and now we have the deep
Yeah, well,
deep
it's going to
water
affect the
fishes.
coral
So now,
too.
so now a lot of the ecosystem, marine
Well,
ecosystems.
it's still pretty localized over there. I mean,
Yeah,
molasses is-
fortunately.
it's- yeah.
Fortunately.
That's
So
sad.
we
It is
need
sad.
to
It's a
have
bummer.
that solved and cleaned up and vacuumed and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of stuff.
What is the word that they use for that? Refuge, not refuge, but
Oh,
what they did at
yes.
the Aloha Canal.
Oh yeah.
That same dredging, I think.
Yeah, dredging,
They have to
right?
Dredge it, yeah.
They had to dredge it.
So what got me?
Ooh, somebody's gonna make some money.
Yeah, Honolulu Dredging Company. What this got me thinking about is, people always like put laws in place after something bad
Correct.
happens,
Right, yeah.
and it always drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It's like what preventative maintenance
Means
is
you don't allow
always
this.
is always probably like the best thing that you can do.
Right.
So it drives me nuts. Now we got to put these laws in place and regulations.
And with all
after
the
spill.
shipping that we've had over all of these years, okay, and Matson has been a successful.
Oh,
part
they're
of that.
awesome, yeah.
So now, how do you deal with that? Well, they didn't have any plans to deal with it.
No.
They just thought it was never going to happen.
Because it's never happened.
And they'll
Right.
deal with it when it happens. Well, it did happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Like Louisiana. Now that
Right.
would have been a great time to look at Hawaii
Yeah.
and to look at the situation, right? Not only there for molasses, but other kinds of spills and stuff like that, and think about how you could handle those situations. Evidently, that person was on vacation.
Well, apparently they were using a pipe that hadn't been sort of checked upon in years. So, and it was like an underground pipe, and I guess it was flawed. There was holes in it or something. It's something that they don't
Well, things
usually
wear out.
use.
Yeah, so as
And
a result,
what are they
Well-
putting molasses in a pipe for anyway? What is? I mean, doesn't it come in like nice little like jars or some molasses? Is it?
no, this is huge amount of
This is-
molasses. This is to feed the Jolly Green Giant.
Apparently.
This is not just any molasses.
You're right.
When you got 200 what?
233,000 gallons of it.
You got to have the Jolly Green Giant eating it because nobody else could have.
That's what I was thinking. That's quite a big jar of molasses.
Yeah, that was a big one. Okay. So spacecraft. So Leilani, Leilani wants to go to the spacecraft.
Okay.
We gotta let her go. Let her
Oh
go.
no!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let me go
Leilani is taking off in a spacecraft right now.
11.8 billion miles away.
How many billion?
11.8 billion miles away.
She's headed out. Now.
Since
Now,
1977.
if you start today,
I won't be there till when? 35 plus years later.
yeah, 35 plus years.
Where are we
See you all
going to?
later. Aloha.
Mars?
Yeah, but you'll have the same attitude.
Mars.
Into a place no one's ever
Leilani,
ventured.
you'll have the same attitude.
I will.
Yeah.
Because I'm blessed to be wherever I am.
guys, I'm over here at the end of the shoulder.
However, according to the theory of relativity, if she
Or
travels
down.
at or near the speed of light, when she comes back, we'll all be dead. She'll still be the same age.
So forgive me, 11.7 billion miles away. However, what was fascinating is that the Voyager stopped sending pictures in 1990 just to conserve energy, and then it started up again. And
That's
so,
cool.
yeah, very cool. And to think that it's like my dad was such a fixer of things, so I'm very familiar with transmitters.
And still is a fixer.
And he is still a fixer. But a 23
That's
watt
why.
transmitter, the equivalent of a refrigerator bulb, is sending this
A
information.
blob
back.
or a bulb?
A bulb. It's not
A
early
bulb.
in the morning.
Yeah, let's get that straight. It's not a blob.
Guys, that's why they
A
wanna
blob
send me
was a
out to
movie.
orbit.
The movie, The Blob.
Actually,
now,
no.
that was a movie.
Remember that? Yeah.
But that was science
The
fiction.
blob.
This is the bulb. Now, you're saying that because it was
Fascinating.
you know, iPhone and all that
iPhone
stuff.
and all
Right,
that.
Right, right.
So think about that little transmitter is still sending an incredible amount of information back.
And-
Well, that was high tech technology for back
For
then.
back then.
Back then,
correct.
and they have a disc like a record.
Uh-huh.
Because they didn't have.
Right.
Oh, vinyl
right.
record.
Yeah.
Wow,
Vinyl.
I love those.
But think
It's
about
made out of steel or
And
something like
it's
that.
traveling 38,000 miles. What is that, like per second or whatever? MPH, miles per hour.
Yeah. So I mean, you can break that down.
So
Divided,
but
38,000
think
miles
about
per hour?
that.
divided by 3,600.
Oh
if you
man,
wanna
that's a
get the miles per
fast.
second.
That's
Hey, all I got to
incredible.
say is that that's a fast car.
Wait, what is it? 38? 38?
Oh,
38,000 miles
just
per
cross
hour.
on my line.
Yes.
My whole punchline.
So if it's going 38,000
Who
miles an
cares?
hour, you divide it by.
Right, you got a punchline. It's beautiful. No, don't listen. Just run right over it.
So thank you for
Okay,
You
so
divide it by
anyway.
3,600, so you
Yeah.
get about 1,000 miles a second.
Okay.
That's what I was going to
That's
say.
so
1,000
incredible.
miles a second.
But you say you
1,001.
1,000 miles.
Go on.
Gone. Voyager. There he is. He's gone.
But how
Taking pictures.
amazing.
But
Since
you talk about that. You brought up the
1977.
iPhone. Did you know there's a new iPhone coming out?
Oh
Isn't
yeah,
that
yeah.
crazy?
There's a new iPhone.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's-
What is it?
It's the 5C and the 5S.
Yeah, 5C and a 5S,
Mm-hmm.
which means high end.
And low end. No,
And low end.
The C stands for color because they made it in 5 different
Yes.
colors. And
Yeah, that's the cheaper.
But you're right. Yeah, it is a cheaper one, and then
Sure.
the S is also in 3 colors. But it looks, I mean, pretty cool. It's got a gold, a silver, and a white one.
Oh
It's
my
like,
gosh.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
nice.
Does it
Or
have
gold,
wheels?
black, and
Does it have wheels?
it should.
Okay, so anyway.
It's like $1,000 for the 5S. I was like, yeah, wow, iPhone people.
Oh man.
Coming up. But I mean, but here's the thing. It's
Yeah.
not doing anything even more spectacular than the previous
Right.
iPhone. Not at all.
Right.
And that's the thing. Since Steve Jobs passed away,
Uh-huh.
Apple hasn't really brought out any new products.
Yeah.
They've just
And
sort
they
of
just-
made
just-
small improvements on what they've already
They
had.
keep going because then they go, gee man, when is the audience going to find out?
I've already-
And
yeah.
figure it out that we don't have that many.
Yeah, I
new
know.
things.
I'm still waiting for the something new because it was so prolific when Steve Jobs was around, right?
Yeah.
He busted out the iPad, the iPhone. I mean, those are all his.
So we made the national news with that molasses spill.
We made that national
Colorado.
news?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
National news.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. They show the fish and everything.
CNN, everyone.
But
Jeez.
Colorado, man, how's this, huh? Widespread floods in Colorado.
What do they call
well,
that?
logical because they have a lot of snow.
Right.
So logical that now they're.
So the
they're
snow melted, you
having
mean?
this- well, something's happening, right?
Hmm.
Because we go down to the beach and North Shore now they're losing their steps. They're losing all the connection to the beach.
What you mean? The sand is like
Sand is
disappearing?
receding.
Or receding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that
Yeah.
always happens though.
Yeah. Well, the tides have changed.
Well, also you always say like Hawaii's going to end up underwater, but right now we're actually losing water.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
think about it, yeah.
If you think about it, yeah, the tide goes in. So actually, all the people.
Or we're losing sand. I
They're
suppose.
on homes on the land by the sea,
Yeah.
and pretty soon they'll be in homes on top of the hill,
Yeah.
looking down
Yeah.
at the sea.
Weird, but
Yeah.
but you would think that it wouldn't be that way because the whole point of why we would
Yeah, it's supposed to be
claim
coming
Hawaii's
up.
underwater is because the glaciers are melting and stuff like that.
Yeah, so the
I
tide's
think
supposed to be
there's-
higher.
Right, but I think there's more to it than just glaciers melting and stuff. It has to
Correct.
do with pulls of the tides and
Correct.
moon and stuff like
And
that.
then
yeah.
with the ozone layer that's thinning out and everything's beginning to affect the glaciers,
Mm-hmm.
which is affecting water. Hey, so you're talking about national. 2 things.
Mm.
Hawaiian Air.
Oh, they're gonna get some stiff competition.
Well, but also they were known as Hawaiians
Oh.
always late. Now they are known as the most punctual.
That's right. I like how they're turning that stereotype
in the
around.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
most
Hawaiian time
punctual
now
US
means
carrier.
on time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
And?
And what?
And
United.
China Airlines. No, China
United,
Airlines.
those air tickets.
Oh, what about them?
they were $5.
$0
What?
to
$0.
$5,
Yeah, 0 to
$10.
5.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know how.
It was an air.
I don't know how the King of Chang
He didn't get
missed
that.
this. Take a picture of him. He missed it.
I missed it,
Kaika missed the free fares on United Airlines.
which sucks because my mom and younger brother are gonna go visit my older brother in Kansas.
Well,
You have to pay the
there's a
full
thing
fare.
about it being a missed computer
Yes.
thing. So
Yeah.
Well, that
Decide.
same thing happened
You know.
in a Texas Texas gas station where they made the price of gas like 99 cents and everybody went off and just bought out all the gas.
Yeah, but see, that's immediate. But when you have a ticket, you know, it doesn't mean anything.
So
you go to the desk, they say, I'm sorry, sir, we're not honoring that. You're not getting on that plane for $5.
Hey, how about
Not the $5. No, $5.
How about
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
yes.
Children's harsh
Yes, I was just going to say
obit
the
on
obituary.
mom brings cheers. So, ladies and gentlemen, a moment of silence for the lady who beat her kid so badly that at the end of her life, nobody was around.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about her estate. Nobody, wants to be there at the funeral ceremony. I mean, it was that bad when they grew up.
And how's that? Her daughter is a psychology consultant now, so she decided to write that obituary and has been applauded all over the world for
Wow, what was the
having
obituary about? Like how she beat
This is
The
what
mother
opening,
abused him.
yeah, opening line. On behalf of her children, who she abrasively exposed to her evil and violent life, we celebrate her passing from this earth and hope she lives in the afterlife, reliving each gesture of violence, cruelty, and shame that she delivered on her children.
Yeah, and
How's that?
brings to mind.
Odd.
Brings to mind forgiveness.
That's I mean
I know it was tough. There's a lot of people that we know
Yeah.
who are
Definitely.
bad people when it comes to kids and stuff like that. And but this was evidently really, really bad. It affected them. Did it free them from it? No, because if they're talking it out like this, they still have the pain. They're still a part of it.
Yeah.
You must free yourself. And here's a good way to free yourself from that, because she's gone.
Yeah.
It's called. You're not gonna want to hear this. You're not gonna want to eat it. You're not gonna want to taste it. It's called forgiveness.
Yep, got to do it.
Yeah, because your
Very much
forgiving
so.
actually allows you to live your life.
You're not the mental
Be free.
prisoner to
Yeah.
Okay?
others.
Yeah.
Somebody told me
Otherwise,
that like forgiveness is not about the other person; it's
Yeah,
about
it's
yourself.
about you.
Correct,
Yeah,
exactly.
definitely. And that brings to mind happy birthday time. Okay, before we take a musical break, because it's 21 after 6 o'clock. Happy birthday to you if you're celebrating your birthday today. Have your birthday on Friday the 13th. Oh my gosh, what is gonna happen to your cake?
It's a lucky day, and it's a half moon.
Just joking. Half moon?
Yeah, half moon today.
Okay, and
close to
evidently
it.
we got the pre-show.
I know, we got the
showers. Well, can we clear
fog.
them out by noon? Okay, clear them out by noon.
Yes,
No,
we
it's
gotta
good.
play.
Barbara
Oh,
Bain,
that's true, yeah.
Barbara Bain, who was on Mission Impossible, the original,
Yes.
is
Ooh.
82 years old today.
Pre-Tom Cruise Impossible.
Singer David Clayton Thomas of Blood, Sweat, and
Good
Tears
group. I have one of their albums.
is 72.
Wow.
Hello? 72. Okay, love their music. Wait, next
Yeah.
They were good.
is Peter Cetera.
Cetera? I was gonna
Oh,
say Cetera. I was
yes.
gonna-
Chicago.
That was the first Peter that
Cetera?
popped into my head was Cetera before you said
Peter
it.
Cetera.
Yep.
69 years old today. 69. Randy Jones
Sang
of the
Glory.
Village People.
The Glory of Love and Karate Kid.
The Village People. YMCA. That's it. He's only 61.
Okay.
Actor Ben Savage, Boy Meets World, is 33. And
yeah, that's Fred Savage's younger brother. Yeah.
okay, and Neil Horan, one of the
From Haran.
One Direction. One Direction.
Oh, okay.
One Direction
I'm
is
kidding.
20 years old today.
Haran. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Duran
that was
Duran.
good.
How about
You walked over my line, I left yours alone.
How about this obituary, which is a great one, Dolby? Does that ring a bell, Dolby?
Yeah, Dolby. Dolby
Yeah.
Gillis.
Like Dolby Stereo.
Ray Dolby.
Oh, Dolby,
yeah,
yeah,
Dolby
person.
Stereo.
Dolby Stereo.
No, who came up with the music, audio technology.
Yeah.
And here's something he
The noise
Wait, is he
reduction
celebrating his birthday?
No, he passed
Passed
away.
away.
He
Passed
died
away.
at the age of
We
80.
went from birthdays to passing
Well,
away,
because the other
just
end
like
of-
that.
The other end of the
Anybody
life
else
spectrum.
died? Oh,
No, but listen to this, what he had said. To be an inventor, you have to be willing to live with a sense of uncertainty, to work in the darkness and grope toward an answer, to put up with the anxiety about whether there is an answer.
Yeah, no, that's so true.
Yeah, and it's the only time groping is legal.
That's so true because I mean, a lot of times these inventors,
Yes.
they work on.
You're
They don't know what they're doing. I mean, they're
That's right.
putting all this energy, all this time into
Yes.
something, and they have
You
no
hope.
idea
Thomas Alva Edison.
with the
Yeah.
light bulb. But over 1,000 modifications, and he finally gets it right.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
And
then
Kalakaua
changes
brings
the world.
it here.
Yeah.
Changes
Brings
the
it
world.
to the palace.
Imagine if Thomas Edison hadn't walked the earth. People
Yeah.
like him or Alexander Graham Bell, who invented the phone.
Sure.
The world would not be the same.
Just think, if I hadn't recorded Aloha Friday.
Yes.
The world would definitely not be the same.
Definitely. I really got to give it up to people who, call out hey, sing Aloha Friday. I said, what day is today?
I know, you're like, it's
That's
really
my
only
answer.
good. It's really only good on one day a week.
Aloha Friday.
Because they change it to Tuesday or Wednesday. Oh, it's Aloha Tuesday, it's Aloha Wednesday. I guess it could be, but it's not as cool as Aloha Friday.
Yes, this is a cool day. You know why?
Why is that?
Because we're alive.
That's for
Thank
sure.
you, Lord.
We're happening, and you know, there are a lot of bad things are happening in the world, internationally, policy, all this other stuff. Hey, boom, we don't need it. It's not a part of our show. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break. We're going to listen to the beautiful voice of Nina Ke'ali Bahamana and more. Okay? And then we're going to come back. I think Bill Kaiva's on this one too. Real happy Hawaiian tune. We'll play a couple of songs and we'll go to our first guest because coming up is the Aloha Festival celebration.
That's true.
The great music of Pops, Gabby Pahinui. Woohoo! And the Gabby Band, 18 past 7 o'clock. Good morning, everyone, wherever you are in this world on AM 940, AM940Hawaii.com, and iHeartRadio AM 940. Brought to you by
The Pacific Center for Economic Development and its Pelletron Company.
I'm Timo Kahuano.
And this is Ika Kahuano.
And Leilani Kupahu Marino.
And we're going to talk a little bit about what's coming up at Iolani Palace. The dates, Leilani?
Ooh, Sunday, October 6th, and that's for Children Youth Day. And it's
Just one day, right?
One full day, but it's an entire month of activities celebrating children and youth.
But they all come together for the one day.
For the one day.
October 6th.
And that's going to be at State Capitol, Iolani Palace, surrounding grounds, 6 stages of entertainment, main stage in the Rotunda, which kicks off about 9 o'clock that morning. And then over 300 participants, different interactive activities, over 50,000 people that come and visit this day. And the main purpose is to be able to celebrate the great works that children and youth do throughout every day of their lives.
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald will be there. We have Happy Meal, the Happy Meal
Can't
area.
beat Ronald McDonald.
Oh,
Yeah, he hasn't been out in a long time.
That's right.
The big red shoes.
He stopped coming out for a while, so they're starting to bring him back out
Gotta
into the
bring
public
Ronald out.
again.
Yeah, of course.
But there's a
Ronald
number of different activities, and what will be wonderful is.
In fact, Ikaika emceed the stage last year.
When I went to
That's
Japan.
right, the Iolani Palace stage. So you're emceeing it this year?
So I am, but you can come and join me.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Come have fun
Well,
with us.
when I'm feeling, but yeah.
Okay,
well,
Bert.
actually, it's in October, so probably I'll be a little better by then.
you'll be
Bert.
OC16
Hey, Bert.
featuring.
So what are some of the other stats on the?
Well, I mean, the sponsors, of course, want to talk about them. So you have several different levels of sponsors for the
Correct.
Children's Youth Days. You got the Diamond, Platinum, Gold, Silver, Bronze, Community, and Friend.
Wow.
So Diamond is 25. I think it's 25,000. Yeah, there's missing a zero, but 25,000 or more. So people like State of Hawaii, City and County of Honolulu, McDonald's, Honolulu Star Advertiser. I mean, that's a lot of money. $25,000. Yeah.
And
to
in
donate.
kind, but sponsors.
Summit Media, which of course.
So we were talking about
here.
this last night. It's about $100,000 and even more to run this event, and then over almost $1 million in in-kind support.
Wow.
So without that tremendous support from all,
Yeah.
Couldn't happen.
could not happen.
Yeah.
And the volunteers, we have over 3,000 volunteers. So led by senators. Well,
What's the charge? What's the charge?
Free. Best
What?
charge.
What?
Free. Come, enjoy it.
Wow,
just a day
and
to
we're talking hundreds of
celebrate.
thousands of dollars and
Right.
stuff like that. It's
Over $1 million
Wow.
event.
$1 million event,
Yeah.
and it's free.
And they're going to have a fun run also.
Oh, you got to bring your kids, folks.
Yes.
You got to bring your kids and
So-
have a great time.
It's a good time. Yeah, I was there last year.
A number of different events, but I want to give credit to Senator Susie Chun Oakland for leading the charge, along with Representative John Mizuno. Senator Susie, for the last 20 years, just evolving to where it started out like a $10,000 event, a few hundred volunteers, to where we're at today, and hospitals. Different community members, media, radio, Summit will be a part of it as well.
Phew, that's going to be good.
And as you mentioned, the city, state, and agencies.
And it's the
Tremendous.
20th Children's
Yeah, 20th.
Day. That's the
Anniversary.
China anniversary, by the way, since we were talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Hey, we better get a China platter and put it on the main stage that day.
Wow,
Hey,
how's that? So the second migration of Chinese, by the way, are coming. to Hawaii.
They're coming
just-
Air China.
On Air
China.
China.
Air China's
China.
bringing them Beijing to Honolulu. They're rivaling Hawaiian Airlines
Wow,
starting
three-
January 21st of next year.
3 nights,
3 days a week starting
Wow.
January 21st.
They can come to
pretty stiff
Children and
stuff.
Youth Day the following year.
Yes, that's right, 2014.
Okay.
But actually, yeah, so it's the China anniversary, which means the 20th anniversary
Okay.
of the Children's Youth Day started in 1993 when the Hawaii State Legislature and Governor established Children and Youth Day in Hawaii as the first Sunday of every October. However, in 1997, they changed it to the entire month of October is going to be Children and Youth Month.
Yeah, so what Leilani was saying about several different events that happen throughout the month and recognition, yeah?
Yep, so we have a calendar of events that's actually on the back side of our CYD flyer. And you
Okay.
can find that on our website, www.hawaiicyd.org.
HawaiiCYD.org.
That's right, yeah.
Right.
You don't even need www these
Right,
days.
Just
you're
go,
correct.
just
HawaiiCID.org,
Yes.
yeah. Hawaii CYD.
Yeah.
And so you can get more information there, and we welcome everyone to come out that day. Celebrate with us, and think about even coming on board and be a part of next year's event.
Yeah.
Great. It's going to be super.
October 6th.
Lots of entertainment, hula.
Yeah, a lot of
all kinds
hula,
stuff,
actually.
All day long.
Well, not
And-
only on
and
that
kids
stage.
do
The other stages are a variety
Yeah, oh, yeah,
of
yeah.
different kinds
entertainment.
of things.
But that stage is a lot of hula, a lot of Hawaiian music,
beautiful.
Correct, at
the
Iolani.
Iolani
Hawaiian
Palace
style. Hey, at the palace, you gotta have hula, you gotta have music, Hawaiian
And
style.
for the first
in front of the barracks at the palace. That's
Correct.
how it was,
Yeah.
And in the Coronation Pavilion, for the first time, we're moving the entertainment there. And Malamo actually will have a tent so that we can feature
Oh,
perinatal.
beautiful.
So mothers, hapai mummies, to babies being born into
Wow.
early childhood stage.
And I remember last year at the barracks we did a lot of prize giveaways,
Yeah.
and of course I was responsible for coming up with the trivia for
Oh,
the prize
yes.
giveaways. That's right. And then it culminated with the final giveaway, which was I believe 2 computers,
Wow.
2 laptops.
Wow.
At the end, so people actually stuck
Folks,
around. Yeah. If not
this
for the
is-
Hawaiian music and the hula, for the
For the computers.
For the chance to win
Children
a
and Youth
laptop.
Day is a great celebration, but an opportunity for you and your family.
And it was really cool last year. Actually,
Come
the
on
person, one of the children who won the laptop, couldn't afford one, so she
Uh-huh.
really needed one for school and stuff. So it was really a good sort of a giveaway that last year.
Okay, now we got a few moments to share in sports.
Yes.
Because Ikaika said, I
He's
got a lot of
ready.
sports.
Oh, you
He's
gotta
got to have time with the sports.
That's right.
So what is it, Ikaika? What kind of sports are we talking about?
Well, since I don't have much time, since you're only giving me a few moments, I guess the top stories are. Well, I want to talk about Michael Vick and his ability to pass.
That's the top story?
That's not the top story, but I was watching ESPN and watching the highlights of Michael Vick. He is an amazing passer. I've never seen anyone throw the football like him.
Okay.
It's like he's left-handed. It has a different rotation. It zips in. It's just it's beautiful. It's like art.
Okay.
I love watching him throw.
Okay, now what's the big story that everybody would be involved with, okay?
Well, obviously, of course, NFL is always a big story. A lot of great games.
Patriots won.
Yeah, they did win last night.
Just eked it out.
Barely, just like they just barely beat Buffalo last week.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a good season for the Patriots.
No,
they
it's not gonna
have
be a
no
good
receivers. They lost Gronk. They lost Hernandez.
Wow.
So yeah, they have no tight ends really, and so it's not looking good for Tom Brady and the boys.
Yeah.
But the biggest story.
If you do the crime, you got to do your time.
Right. Who are you? Who's your pick this year actually for the Super Bowl? There's so many
I
good
never
teams.
thought you'd say that about the NFL, yeah?
Yeah.
If you do the crime, you got to do your time.
But honestly, he's probably going to get off.
Oh, man, come on.
I
No can do.
You don't think so?
Oh, he killed a guy. Come on.
Well, I don't know. He's, is he guilty till proven innocent, or is he innocent till proven guilty?
Well,
You know what I mean?
no, this is just a little too obvious.
Well,
But anyway,
obviously, but honestly, I think he's going to get off.
Well, that's what you think, okay?
That's my
Fortunately,
prediction.
we don't have to go there because that
Well, it's
is
not whether I want it or not. I'm just saying it's probably going to happen.
fortunately, we'll see what happens.
I
okay?
agree.
I think differently. So that's what the genius of this show is.
Who's your
Now
pick?
let's get to sports.
Who's
Let's
your
get
pick?
to
Who's your
sports.
pick?
Come on, give me more sports.
Who's your pick for
About
the Super
what?
Bowl? Who's about the Super Bowl?
It's too early.
It's not too early.
Yes.
You got to pick. You got to go with something.
No. I don't.
I'm going with 2 teams.
Okay.
I'm going with either Seattle with Russell Wilson
Okay.
or Denver Broncos with Peyton
Okay.
Manning. After that 7-touchdown first day performance,
Okay.
they look pretty high powered. They look
Okay.
pretty unstoppable. And the biggest story of the weekend in sports is the boxing match between Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, it's going to be big.
That's actually it's so big that they're actually having different theaters around the United States are playing. They're going to be showing the fight. And actually here in Hawaii, I actually Googled it, and they're going to be showing it at the Dole Cannery IMAX Theater. It's going to be $25 a ticket.
IMAX?
Yeah.
That IMAX theater is huge.
I know. So they're gonna be showing the fight in there. It's $25 a ticket if anyone wants to go check it out.
Wow.
So I don't know. Get your
You
tickets
feel
early 'cause they'll
every
probably-
punch. Trust me, folks.
Yeah.
Everything. You're gonna see and feel everything in
It'll
that
be worth.
fight.
It'll be worth the $25. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm thinking about heading down there too.
So we're going to take a little musical break. We have, you know, a couple of special people to talk to. One is about literacy, yeah, for the links to literacy, and the libraries and how important they are. And then the other is a guy who's retiring. Oh my gosh, Putin, they come to the end of the job. Gotta figure out what he's going to do now with the rest of his days. No, it's not me, folks. It's not me. I'm Kibo Kawano.
And this is Ikaika Kawana.
And Leilani Kupahomerino.
Along with Min, our engineer, we're here for you. Happy Aloha Friday. The program is brought to you by
The Pacific Center for Economic Development and its Peloton companies.
Okay, thank you, bro.
Have internet access at home.
Right.
And
So they got to go to the libraries.
yeah, so
to
they access the internet through the library.
Give their kids that opportunity to work on the because not everybody has money, believe it or not.
Well, not only that, some people don't want their kids to have real access to the internet
Right.
because they want it to have restricted access, and the library will do that.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's a great idea, right?
Yeah.
Restricted access so that you're really doing it when you need to work.
Well, because there's some sites that you don't want kids to
No.
see any. If you do like a simple Google search, they'll
Yeah.
pop up or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
restricted access is actually a really good thing, and
That's right.
the library system
And
provides
also
that.
slaps in the head. Oh no, that's part of the old school. We don't
Well,
do that anymore.
I'm
Not
your
according to the
father.
early morning obituary, though.
Yeah, we don't do.
Yeah.
We don't. Yeah.
Well,
If you do that, yeah, you know, it's much easier.
well, it depends. It depends. There's a fine line between discipline and abuse.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. If you really love someone, you care about them, and you need to make them see
Yeah,
something,
it's discipline.
then it might be discipline. Yeah.
Right.
But to have a rage within your
Yes.
system
Right.
that
Yeah.
you cannot control is just that.
Right.
It's out of control.
Right.
And
It's
bullying
like it.
children.
Discipline, good. Abuse, not as much. Not
Yeah,
so good.
Definitely. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's Aloha Friday, and we have to go.
Ooh,
Okay.
on to links to literacy.
Yeah, we have to go because we got to make the sun shine before. So
Before we go, though, can we just say a shout out to some who've been telling us they've been listening to the show?
Sure
Auntie
can.
Moana
Yeah.
used to be with O'Brien, the Kupunas that
Okay.
used to be with
Aloha to
O'Briens.
them.
Hello, they're now
Aloha.
with Kuneva Mook,
Okay.
which is wonderful to all of you.
Okay.
Ocean,
Nakupuna, Kamani Girls,
Dean,
The Makani girls, yeah.
Makani Girls,
Kaleo,
Kaleo and the Makani Girls.
Shout out. The Bears,
The Bears.
Bears,
Okay.
Momi up at Kamehameha Schools.
Randy Avon down in Florida with everybody there.
Hokun.
Washington D.C.
Ku'ulei Stockman,
And-
Manu Ikaika.
Kaika, and aloha to everyone
And our
there.
listeners out there in Morocco, because we
Civic
actually do
Club.
have a couple of them.
And we
Yeah,
want
that tune into my YouTube channel to check out the weekly videos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And closing, we want to say mahalo for Kalani Ali'i Awards last week. Everyone who came to support.
Oh,
and
that's
mahalo
so
to the radio
beautiful.
show for helping us to be able to
Yeah.
share that news.
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Great event.
Beautiful.
And don't forget Children Youth Day coming up October 6th. Okay?
And also the floral parade
And
coming up on
our
the 28th.
floats.
Oh, yes.
The whole Lalea.
September 28th.
The whole
Yeah.
Lalea coming up on the
Big day, whole
21st.
Lalea 21st next Saturday.
Yes. Mhm.
So enjoy, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. And we'll see you next week, Aloha Friday, because we'll have a lot more.
And root for Canelo.
Aloha.
Okay, brought to you by
The Pacific Center for Economic Development and its Peloton companies.
Hui Ho as we sing it together. Here we go. Turn up the volume, let's sing.
Let's get
There we go. Ready? Here's where I sit all cloudy and blitz with my primo bottles lying everywhere. Got a guitar in my hand and a Western oil can under my okole for a chair. Here we go. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. Keep singing, come on, sing it louder. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. Drink it up.